Hey everyone, it's me Gamerturk, and earlier today the second mini event of Genshin Impact has started and has already kind of flopped before it even began for a large portion of the hardcore community, let's say, due to its rewards being leaked a bit early on and generally being considered lackluster from something that is branded as an event. Now, is it a bad quote-unquote event by any means? Short answer, no, it's an event that requires almost zero effort and will give you a lot of good materials, Mora and 210 Primogems in 7 days. Is it an event at all in the first place? Now that's the question we should be asking here. So, following the relatively below average reception to the Elemental Crucible event, does Marvelous merchandise also fail to deliver on expectations? Well, that kinda depends on what kind of a player you are and what expectations you had when this was advertised as an event. First off, just a quick rundown if you didn't get a chance to log in today and check the event. Marvelous merchandise is a week-long quote-unquote event until the reset on 2nd of November morning reset. You'll get a mission to deliver some items to the event NPC every single day in exchange for a box of Marvel. First day exchange required only 10 mushrooms, not even Filanemo mushrooms you need for upgrades, just the plain old cooking mushrooms. And the reward you get is a box of your choosing that will feature some upgrade mats and 30 Primogems. That is basically a free giveaway of Primogems, 200 in total for 7 days. Now I'm gonna be blunt, this quote-unquote event is literally a free giveaway of Primogems with the lack of effort required to earn said rewards. Heck, you don't even need to log in every single day, you are limited to 1 box a day, but unused chances are added to the subsequent days, so you can easily log in on the 1st of November, deliver all 7 missions, and get all 7 boxes, and thus your free 210 Primogems as well as upgrade materials. That is the epitome of a free giveaway without calling it a free giveaway or a daily login bonus. But equally, I understand the frustration of the community, well, the hardcore community, let's say, and the fact that it's a free giveaway is the reason for it, funnily enough. You see, when you look at it from an objective perspective, what it is basically an effortless login reward. However, that is not what it is advertised as by MiHoYo. Yet again, I should say. The game currently has multiple quote-unquote events going on, none of which are events by definition when you actually look at them. They are literally daily login rewards branded as quote-unquote events, so Genshin Impact can send you a push notification urging you to log in for the limited time event with Primogems as rewards. At the moment we have the bi-weekly 7-day Seize the Day event, that is a daily login reward campaign advertised as an event campaign. We got Klee's daily messages that are advertised as a limited time event. That is basically a 5-day login campaign with again no effort attached at all aside from logging in and claiming your message rewards. And now we got Marvelous merchandise advertised as yet another limited time event. That is yet again just give me 10 of these things that we know for sure you got in your inventory already and grab your daily rewards. Another literal daily login reward with the bare minimum effort required. On the surface level, it's a clear case of literally free Primogem rewards that you technically should not be frustrated about, but it is agonizingly frustrating the moment you realize it's just a devious marketing scheme with a purposefully misbranded content to lure people in for engagement. So, as a result, it's very natural that people are extremely divided on the topic. People who don't mind the devious marketing and just care about the free Primogems are naturally perfectly happy, whereas people who see additional daily login rewards advertised as events in their free-to-play, seemingly AAA sized game, it does kinda rub them the wrong way. This is no event. Even at its best, it's barely a mini event. In my opinion, Marvelous merchandise is not a failure at all for what it actually is. Especially from a business perspective, it probably does its job perfectly, luring people back in, sure. But even from a player perspective, it isn't a failure in my opinion. It is a very casual, friendly, daily reward thing, and therein lies its only fault. There's Nothing wrong with it per se, but rather how MiHoYo purposefully keeps misbranding these daily login campaigns using industry terminology that is unfit for what these are to hype them up as something more substantial than they are, leading to false expectations and thus frustration within the more involved community who, naturally, expected more with the usage of the terminology event. Sure, it's probably better for their business short term, calling these events gets people more interested, but every time one of these gets misbranded like this and end up failing to deliver to the expectations of the terminology with the minimal rewards, the community gets more and more disillusioned. MiHoYo being a big company, they sure have their extensive calculations regarding the breaking point of the general community with these misbranding scenarios. As a player, I can just hope the community reaches a breaking point soon enough, so MiHoYo changes their approach and markets these so-called events for what they really are, as additional daily login campaigns and not events. It's very simple really, just call them campaigns and nobody will complain that the rewards are comparable to a daily login campaign, because we all know that's what they are. What I'm trying to say is, enjoy your additional 210 Primo Gems and 1200 additional Battle Pass XP, especially if you're a casual player lacking in Battle Pass progression. This is yet another one of these great opportunities for you to make some more progress with the Battle Pass coming to an end in 2 weeks, and the rewards themselves are absolutely great for the amount of effort it requires, or rather, lack thereof. You can even get things like talent upgrade materials or large chunks of Mora for bare minimum effort. But if you're a hardcore player way ahead of the curve due to how much you play and grind this game, it's probably yet another sign that you should start thinking about how to make your voice heard to MiHoYo. Will you grumpily sit but still reap the rewards despite the rewards once again not matching the expectations MiHoYo set? Will you complain on the Genshin Impact subreddit in hopes of MiHoYo actually listening? Or are you willing to take a small hit yourself and show your displeasure by not playing the game, which most certainly would have the most effect compared to the other options? I'll be honest with you, I am in the second camp. I don't think this is a massive issue, it's just annoyingly frustrating. I'll personally try to make as much voice as I can and ask for a change in the way how they brand these campaigns. But at the end of it, it's still a game that I enjoy playing, even if it's just for doing daily commissions for 20 minutes or so. And my suggestion to you, etch it into your minds that at this point, MiHoYo will purposefully use misleading terminology to create false hype. Do not set your expectations on the terminology used, but rather look at the contents of the so-called event itself. If it doesn't require resin, the specifically dedicated limited material for proper in-game progression, chances are rewards won't be all that much. If there is a resin requirement, chances are it's just a double reward leyline / domain skinned as an event, like how the Elemental Crucible was just a double cost double reward XP leyline. And if they ever advertise what rewards you will receive in their event hype post, then you know you'll have a proper event in your hands to look forward to. But that's all I wanted to say today. For more Genshin Impact content, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Consider becoming a channel member or a patron to support what I do here. And of course, thank you very much to all my channel members and patrons. I'll see you all next time, and until then, stay cool, travelers.